lovers and friends. This is Emily Foshing from Forestville Winery, the creative content editor. And today we are in Kate's Florida studio and we will be making an Easter Bunny wine cork craft. It's fairly simple to make. All you need is about 54 wine corks. You will need some felt for the nose. I already cut it out into the triangle. And you need 2 buttons for eyes. I chose black ones because it stands out better than the white ones. You also need a hot glue gun and E6000 to reconstruct it and layer it so it holds steadier. You will also need white paint. I'm using the color titanium white. And you will also need pink, but I am doing a mix between the white and the pink because I don't have a light color pink. But this pink is called fluorescent pink if you are looking for the name. Anyways, let's get started. The layout goes 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, and then you leave the middle one out for the ears, but it's 6 again, and then another 6, and then 4. I will take 3 wine corks to start with the bottom row and line them up. I found it easier to do it like this instead of standing it up because at the end you can stand it up. Also, it's better to get the non-corked side, the one that has the piece standing up, from when you open the wine bottle. So I'm using this side. It'll be easier to paint on it too, instead of having holes like in this one. First, I will take my hot glue and glue the side and add it to the other cork. And then I push it together and make sure it's even and straight. And then I take the next one, and on the other side of the cork, I do the same thing, making sure the hole is on the opposite side for when I paint. And then I line it up with E6000 to make it steadier. And we have the first layer done. Now I take 4 wine corks and I build it on top. I like to go in the crevice because it is a lot more easier to glue it on than to glue it on top because it just sits better, in my opinion. But you can glue it on however you like. And then I go in the crevice and on the side too to get it extra sturdy. And be careful not to burn yourself. The hot glue is hot. Then I go and then I line it up on the outside and push it in. Oh, wrong side. There we go. And do the same thing for the other side. Then you want to go back with the E6000. And we'll just keep repeating these steps over until we get each layer complete. This time take 5. And repeat each step. making sure the hole is on the opposite side of what side you want to paint on. Make sure to get the extra glue strings off while you can, so that way it is easier for when you paint and you don't do that at the end. I like to do it in the middle. Go back in with the E6000. This time you will need 6 corks. Go back into the spots that aren't glued that well also. Who's excited for Forestville to open? We're opening May 2nd. I know I am. This time we're going to need 5 corks. We're going back down. And if you're not sure where we are, we're right here. This row. Go back and re-glue the one that isn't glued in all the way. Go back in with the E6000. And we're just repeating every step. This time we need 4. Now we start going back up again. So this time we'll need 5. Now we will need 6. Now we will be starting on the ears. Grabbing 6 more, making sure that we leave the middle one open. As you can see, I have left the middle one open, so that way there is a space for you can see the ears starting to form. And they're going to form outwards. Grab 6 more. and glue on top of these last corks. For the final row, you will need 4. Make sure to get in between each crevice. Move it around so you know where you need to glue. The parts that are loose, re-glue with the hot glue. Make sure to push it down and grab the extra string. You can unplug your hot glue gun. We are all done with the hot glue gun. Grab some white paint and grab your pink paint. I like to do my pink paint first. I found it easier that way, but you can do whatever color you want first. It also doesn't have to be pink and white. You can do any color you want for your bunny. You paint your 4 going in on the ears, and that's all you do for the pink. On each side. It's okay if you get some of the other corks. I actually like it a little bit pink on the white. There we go. Wash out your pink paintbrush and leave it in the water while we do the white. The white is everything else that is not painted. You may have to go over the corks a few times because it doesn't get it the first time. It leaves splotches. The kind of paint you use depends on your dry time. I would say leave it out for a half hour to dry. But some paint dries faster than others. Go over the ears because I like to add that pinkish tone to the white. And add more white if you need to. Go back in with the pink and redo the ears. You don't have to do it my way. I just like how it looks this way. You can do the ears for last. It doesn't matter. Let it dry. It should look like this. Once your paint is about dry, you can take your E6000 and your nose and then place it where you want it. I like it in the middle of where a face normally would be. even for a bunny. And then you can glue it. And then take your 2 button eyes, figure out where you want them. I like them in the middle of 2 corks on row 4 and on top of row 5. Then you just glue them. And do the same with the other eye. And there you have it, your very own Easter Bunny cork craft. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of how to make this, and we open May 2nd. Bye!